We have learned so much during this course, so happy about this. Belle has gotten so soft on my aids, bending super, super well, and just being really good about it. Like I asked her to wait for me there because she tries a little bit too hard, and she bent and gave and just was very soft about everything. Rainback, we still have a lot to work on, but the fact that I was even able to try this, I thought was super, super cool, especially given her history of rearing. I was very cautious about asking her anything that had to do with backing up. But this started about a week ago. We were able to get into the Rainback. Again, super happy about that. And I think this is where we've made a lot of improvements. Not only is she giving when she gets stuck, she's not nearly as confused. Like right there, she got a little stuck. And I think a few weeks ago, that would have involved a probably like a back up, a scoot back, and maybe a thinking about rearing. But now she just kind of stops and waits for me and is super, super good about things. So we tried it again after she got a little stuck, and she did it perfectly this time. And this was also done in an arena that was kind of semi-busy. There was a conversation going on behind me. You can see the two ladies behind me having a nice little ride. So she was able to stay focused on me, able to keep working and doing well. We're still working on making sure she continues to go forward. She has a tendency, I think Nicole said, to kind of not move forward and maybe jump on top of me a little bit, but I'll take it. She's bending, she's giving. I think it's a good place to start. And this I actually thought was super cool. I wasn't thinking I was going to be able to lunge this horse just because of her history with being lunged to tire her out. Didn't want to teach more bad habits on top of bad habits, but she was doing so well, I decided, actually this was Saturday, so like 2 days ago, decided to go ahead and just give it a shot. So tried to make it a very kind of a gentle lunge where I grabbed a lunge line that didn't have a lash. I grabbed a super short lunge line itself because I thought, well, if she goes kind of nuts, I have a little bit more control. The line is shorter. And also didn't want to put a ton of pressure on her with a long lash kind of trailing behind her. So I grabbed pretty mild equipment, and I kept her in her halter for this, just again, in case she went a little nuts. I wasn't pulling on her face. But she, instead of running like she did a few short weeks ago, I put her out on the lunge line, and she just calmly walked and waited for me to ask for the next thing. And honestly, she actually was a little bit behind the leg, if you will, if she was being ridden. But I figured I would sacrifice a little bit of forward and a little bit of good tempo in favor of relaxation and just kind of giving her that good first experience. So again, this is just going the other direction. We worked on a few transitions, walk, trot transitions, and I thought she did a really, really good job. There's actually a moment a little bit later in this video where one of the ladies who was jumping knocked a bunch of all of the blocks and stuff down, and she just didn't even acknowledge it. Like she was totally focused on me the entire time. So I think that we are well on our way to being a very good partnership. So again, just asking her some walk, trot transitions. And she was much better. This going to the right, so going clockwise, was our second lunge here. And I think she was a little bit more comfortable with what I was asking and understood a little bit more of what I was asking. So she was able to do the transitions a little bit cleaner and a little bit better. But I was super, super happy with the level of relaxation that I got and the level of attentiveness she gave me. That inside ear was completely locked on me the entire time we were working. And again, she was just very light in the aids. So thank you so much, Amelia. We appreciate you so much.